Today on CityCast Nashville, it's time for our Friday News Roundup. We've got drama from Metro Council's budget public hearing, the Nashville Zoo pushes back against the proposed data center nearby, and the rent is too damn high. Plus, CMA Fest is taking over downtown. The Rivergate Dillards is still open. And we wrap with our members-only segment called Hell Nah, where we're talking about buildings in Nashville that are still named after racists. It's Friday, June 5th. I'm Marie Cecile Anderson, and this is what Nashville's talking about. Metro Council had their big budget hearing on Tuesday night as more than 100 Nashville residents lined up to give their feedback on the city's annual budget. Whitney Pastrick, executive producer, did you watch the whole thing?
Well, I sure did, Marie. Margaret Kingsbury, newsletter editor, did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched the section where two council members almost got into a fist fight.
Ooh, we'll get to that teaser. That's a teaser.
Oh, yeah, teaser.
Spoiler alert.
That's the section I
Coming
watched.
soon.
I jumped to the good stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Because the hearing took nearly 4 hours. But folks, that was actually short for this thing. The meeting adjourned at 12:09 a.m. Wednesday morning. It's gone to 2 a.m. in the past. Kudos to Vice Mayor Angie Henderson for ensuring that everybody's voice was heard. I did hear the line management was kind of chaotic, but that's okay. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we heard from folks. The biggest topics truly were affordable housing, whether that's fully funding the Barnes Fund at $30 million. There's only $22 million for it in the budget right now, or additional funding for social housing. Folks like the Nashville People's Budget, Stand Up Nashville, they've got a coalition that's asking for a $10 million investment in that, plus a $9 million loan fund for folks. We also heard a lot about the Eviction Right to Counsel program, which people across the spectrum want to fund at $9.3 million rather than $2.4 million. And then every year, the biggest group of people who come out are SEIU union workers. This year, as almost every year, they were there begging for higher pay, a higher cost of living increase. But what struck me was how many people, even if they didn't work for Nashville General and they worked in another area of Metro, people were there begging for more funding for Nashville General Hospital. And, you know, to have these people who work in other departments sacrificing the ability to talk about what they need to talk about Nashville General, that should really say something. And then a few more quick hits. Number of people got up to talk about the Nashville Entertainment Commission, which we talked about on this show last week. They would like that to get refunded so it doesn't disappear. One person read a wonderful poem about Sam Reed from Jigsaw Lobbying. I want to encourage everybody out there to get on YouTube and go watch this hearing. You don't have to watch all 4 hours of it. That's crazy talk. But Shani Glapian, who's an organizer with Stand Up Nashville, she called the whole process fighting over crumbs like the Hunger Games. And that really is what it feels like, I think, to a lot of people. And as someone who has watched this hearing every year for probably a decade, it is the same people getting up and asking for the same things. Is anyone listening?
Who is getting the most money from our budget?
MNPS. MNPS is our biggest line item in the budget every year, but you're still hearing MNPS support staff members begging for a living wage. These are the people who feed the kids.
Yes, I know some support staff at MNPS, and the wages are not great.
In a year where the mayor is saying we need to do this belt tightening, right? All departments have to tighten up for this grocery tax cut. I don't know how you satisfy all the needs of all these people.
I mean, what can we cut so that we can make room for the human needs that need to be taken care of?
If I'm being a total dork, I'm saying it would be great if we could raise property taxes to help pay for all this stuff, because that's our revenue mechanism. But we can't, because we live in a state.
All right, so what's the next step here?
So after hearing all of this public feedback and taking into consideration wish lists from her fellow council members, Budget and Finance Chair, Councilmember Quante Toombs, now is going to put together a substitute budget and then bring it to council at the next meeting on June 16th to vote on whether That should be our annual budget. None of the changes are going to be huge. Typically, they are small tweaks. But, in past years, we've seen things like Councilmember Delisha Porterfield finding $1 million for the Office of Youth Safety, kind of in the couch cushions, right? So tweaks like that can happen. I certainly think a lot of people are really hoping they can find enough for the Barnes Fund.
Well, Tuesday, that was not the only budget under consideration. Council also considered whether to approve the budget for the Central Business Improvement District, which is managed by the Nashville Downtown Partnership. This was the first time in 22 years that the CBID had presented a budget, even though it's been required every year.
Way to go! You did it!
A serious violation that came to light during the controversy around NDP's relationship with the security firm Solaren, and was definitely amplified by that one time the library blew up.
Whoops.
The budget requires 21 votes to pass, and it got 20 votes. Whitney, again, you were up late watching this. What happened?
Yeah, this happened after the 4-hour public hearing. So we heard a lot of impassioned statements about this. It's time to vote. The vote goes up on the board, and bing bong, it's only 20 votes in favor, which caused Councilmember Jordan Huffman. He's a huge supporter of the Nashville Downtown Partnership. He slammed his desk so hard that stuff flew off. Somebody texted me, I think he just threw something at Sean Parker, but no, it was just stuff on his desk fell off. And then he, started accusing the people around him of messing with, he didn't say messing, the city, which provoked a response from Councilmember Deontay Harrell, who had voted against the budget, at which point then the phrase, "Do you want to take this outside?" was uttered, and the two men stood up and headed for the door before women intervened.
Do you think they meant like outside, or just in the hallway to have a calm conversation?
Well, that's actually what Vice Mayor Angie Henderson suggested. She said, colleagues, the only time anyone should be asking anyone to step outside is for a substantive conversation.
That was a great impression.
Did a very good job.
Colleagues. Yes, it was
Talk
much
about professionalism. Truly, I thought Angie Henderson really was very professional during that time.
It was much better than when Tasha Ellis and Sean Parker got into it. I think she handled it much better. She's now accustomed to Council Gone Wild, which I don't know what's going on this term. They're all just tired of being there, I think.
Handling big feelings.
I think we may need to do a podcast episode on Council Gone Wild and just go through history of what's happened on the floor.
That would
Paging
be
Nicole
entertaining.
Williams.
It's like Aaron Burr over there,
Right.
Ooh.
Pistols at dawn.
Yeah.
When's
Where's
the cage
duels?
fighting going to happen? All right, but why was this so contentious?
Honestly, it comes back to some of that stuff you were saying earlier, Marie. People really are having trust issues with the Nashville Downtown Partnership, and it has a lot to do with their relationship with private security firms. They have let Solaren go. They are no longer a contractor, but now they've hired a company called Civicity, who are going to do the same thing. They're going to hire off-duty Tennessee Highway Patrol officers to patrol our streets. This was a huge reason why Councilmember-at-Large Zulfat Swara abstained, she said, because she just does not trust THP, especially after the whole ICE raid situation last year and what we know about the way THP interacted with ICE. Councilmember-at-Large Quinn Evans Siegel is also furious that while Nashville Downtown Partnership keeps saying that their job is to keep downtown clean and safe, that doesn't involve pedestrian safety. And it also apparently doesn't involve potentially keeping contractors from allegedly maybe blowing up library garages.
Clean and safe.
Clean and
safe. Okay, what happens next?
Well, they just got to resubmit the budget till they get one that the council will pass.
Several people at Tuesday's council meeting also expressed their concerns about data centers, given the news that a company called DC Blocks is hoping to build one right next to the zoo.
I liked how you said that. DC Blocks.
DC Blocks.
It sounds like Blockbuster,
Hello, thank you for calling DC Blocks.
It's like where you get the VHS tape rentals. Except it's not like that.
Well, you know who else isn't happy about that? The zoo.
The zoo.
Margaret, what is going on there?
And I mean, why would they be happy about that, right?
Oh, they're precious baby animals.
I know. In a statement to the Tennessean, zoo officials said they are vehemently opposed to the project and are working with community partners to evaluate its potential impacts. They're urging community members to sign a change.org petition opposing the data centers and to also let your council member know if you oppose data centers. DC Blocks put out a statement saying that the facility will not be an AI factory, placing a burden on local resources. And they commit to using closed loop and waterless cooling systems to pay for all power used and any new infrastructure that's needed, and to maintain and test noise levels. And I saw a video of where the land that DC Blocks is trying to build the AI data center on. It is really right by the zoo. It's touching the zoo.
Like you can see the giraffes.
You can't see the giraffes, but you can see the...
metaphorically
Yeah,
speaking.
you can see the front entrance. Like you could see parts of the zoo. It's right there. So the data center permits still need to be approved. So this isn't a done deal. And Council Member Rollin Horton has proposed zoning laws to regulate data centers that the council is currently considering.
Right. That passed on first reading on Tuesday. Another bill that did not make it through on first reading on Tuesday was one from Councilmember Courtney Johnston. It might have gone better had she been there, but she actually has a bill up to abolish data centers completely. So I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more about this. And I do want to just shout out Pastor Robin Owen. You remember our friend from the bench building parties?
Yes.
She posted on Blue Sky this morning something that I think, while we're worried about all the animals, that we should remember that a lot of humans also live by the zoo.
That's true.
That's such a good point. You're right.
But
Oh,
Essie,
my
the clouded
gosh.
leopard cub.
Right.
But of course, there are also children and adults living right there.
And flamingos.
Oh.
Ugh. Thanks, Robin, for always bringing us down to earth. It is my absolute favorite time of year again. And if you've never been to Musicians Corner in Centennial Park, now is your time to go. Honestly, there is nothing else like it in Nashville. It's a totally free, multi-genre concert series that's been bringing people together for nearly 2 decades. It's super laid back and family friendly. Bring your dog, bring the kids, throw down a blanket, grab some food, and just hang out while listening to the most incredible live music from local artists and beyond. But here's the kicker, folks. You only have 2 more weekends to check out Musicians Corner, Friday nights and Saturday afternoons through June 13th. With live music, food trucks, artisan vendors, craft beer, wine, cocktails, and more. This week's headliners include the Nashville Symphony on Friday and John Paul White on Saturday. And the final weekend has S.G. Goodman and Grizz Folk, plus many other great musicians. It's produced by the nonprofit Centennial Park Conservancy and supported by CityCast Nashville. Visit musicianscorner.com for the full lineup. Looking for something fun and air-conditioned to do with the kids this summer? At the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, local youth 18 and under always get in free if you live in Davidson or any bordering county, including Williamson, Rutherford, Sumner, Wilson, Robertson, or Cheatham County. Plus, up to 2 accompanying adults can get 25% off admission too. And honestly, they have really loaded up the summer programming this year. Now through August 7th, every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to noon, they are hosting a musical instrument petting zoo where kids can try out fiddles, banjos, ukuleles, and more. There are also daily family activities in the Taylor Swift Education Center, plus scavenger hunts, coloring pages, sensory kits, and interactive exhibits throughout the museum. Perfect for curious kids and maybe a few grown-ups too. Learn more and plan your visit at countrymusichofoffame.org/local-kids. Summer family getaways are where memories are made. And Tupelo, Mississippi is the perfect place for family fun. Make the journey part of the adventure by driving the historic Natchez Trace Parkway. Or for those families in a hurry to get the fun started, Contour Airlines offers daily flights from Nashville to Tupelo. Once you arrive, the outdoors are calling. Spend the day fishing, kayaking, or hiking at Tom Bigby State Park. Or meet more than 260 animals at the Tupelo Buffalo Park and Zoo, where every turn brings a new wild encounter. And when it's time to refuel, Tupelo has over 200 restaurants and 3 shopping districts. So go ahead, visit Tupelo.net to plan your epic family getaway and imagine what you can do here. Drink when I say affordability. That's our new drinking game. Affordability is this year's...
Margaret's drinking water.
Yeah, we all have our water right now. It's early. But that is this year's buzzword, affordability. And the Tennessean reported this week that according to Zillow, about 63% of their apartment listings in Nashville right now are offering concessions because we've built too many units. Yay! Is this a good thing?
When we say build more housing, I do not think that that is what we are talking about. But I think some urbanists would probably argue with me on that. But what's the good of having a crap ton of empty apartments? I don't get it.
Well, I don't think it is actually a good thing because in the same article, in order to comfortably afford the average rent in Nashville, which Zillow estimates at about $1,800 a month, which is what some of my friends in New York are paying, by the way. They got in good on COVID prices. So they're paying $1,800 for their, one-bedroom apartments in New York City.
That's amazing.
Yeah, good deal. Not for us, though. So you'd need to make more than $71,000 a year to make that rent here in Nashville. Childcare workers, bartenders, nursing assistants, and pharmacy technicians are making tens of thousands of dollars less than that. So it begs the question, is Nashville too expensive, or are people simply not being paid enough to live here?
Yes.
Yeah, both things.
I mean, CityCast, obviously, it's a national network, and we're constantly kind of talking to our other cities about how much it costs to live there versus Nashville. And I feel like they don't believe us when we say how expensive it is to live in Nashville.
Right. Especially when you factor in the things that you have to live here, like a car. It is very difficult, as we've pointed out many times, to get around without one for both safety and efficiency reasons.
Was there anything in the Tennessean article that stood out to y'all?
I want to read the salaries for some of these people because I think you say tens of thousands, but the actual numbers, childcare workers are making a little over $29,000 a year.
Less than it costs for childcare.
Yes, it is. It is. Wow. Bartenders are making about $31,000 a year. Nursing assistants, $37,000 a year. Pharmacy technicians, about $40,000 a year. I think this is the core problem here. These are ridiculously low wages. I used to work in childcare. I used to work at Dollar General. I used to work minimum wage jobs when I was, in my early 20s and mid 20s. And it pays exactly the same as it did then. And I'm 43.
Yeah.
It's 20 years later and we're paying the same wages.
Well, you know how much we love Betsy Phillips, and she was in this week's Nashville Scene with a hot take. And that take was that Nashville, we are so busy talking about housing and taxes and development when we really should be talking about wages. She argues that businesses should be held accountable for failing to pay a living wage to their employees.
I loved that op-ed that she wrote. I especially loved her suggestion that just like you have to put a health score in your window as a restaurant, you should also have to put what your lowest paid employee is making in the window of your restaurant.
I love that.
Let's do it. Let's just get it all out there in the open.
Well, here's a group question. Let's answer this. The biggest thing that Nashville could do to improve affordability is
universal healthcare and universal basic income. This is things.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I like that.
Not going to happen.
Here's my answer. When you were playing SimCity as a kid and your city got out of hand, and so you would just call in Godzilla? It's Godzilla time, people. Tear it all down and start over.
I like to build those domes, but then nobody would go live in the domes, and I'd be sad to have all these domes in my city. Just like those apartments, actually. It's just like the apartments. Nobody's living in
Margaret's empty domes are now offering 3 months free rent and a free gym membership.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah, my answer was simple. Just pay us a living wage, make it affordable to live here. Because it's just not. It's not. Anyway, with all of these empty apartments in town, I bet our city is banking on luring these large corporations like Starbucks and their workers to our city to fill these luxury apartments. A new report ranks Tennessee 49th in the country for LGBTQ plus inclusion. Tennessee received low marks in all categories, including legal protections, support for youth and families, and access to healthcare and safety.
And I'm sure another reason we scored so low is the fact that Republican lawmakers have now designated June not as Pride Month, but as Nuclear Family Month, as Congressman Andy Ogles so rudely pointed out in a tweet that made so many people mad he actually blamed it on a staffer and deleted it. So I don't think Nuclear Family Month is going over great. But we here at CityCast Nashville, we're not screwing with this stuff. We are celebrating Pride Month all month long.
Absolutely.
Folks, the festivities kick off tomorrow. It's the 6th annual Franklin Pride Festival at Harlansdale Farm. There's live music, local vendors, food trucks, family activities, plenty of community spirit from noon to 6. General admission is $5 and parking is free.
And Margaret, you recently wrote an article about how to celebrate Pride Month in Nashville, which folks at home, please go to our website, nashville.citycast.fm, to check out all of these amazing events. Margaret, is there any particular event that you'd like to shout out?
Well, also this weekend in Mount Juliet, you can head to Nook Living for their Pride event, and you can say goodbye to queer-owned Margot Cafe and Bar on Saturday.
That's happening Saturday.
Yes.
The block party.
Block party.
I'll be there.
And you know what? Some other events this month. I want to check out the Gay Farmers Market
Yes.
in East Nashville. They have 2 dates, but it happens all summer long, but they have 2 dates in June. Heated rivalry pride doubleheader with the Nashville Roller Derby sounds fun. There's lots of good things. Head over to my article about it, and I have even more events going this month.
And of course, Nashville's very own Pride Festival, June 27th, starts with a parade. Marie, are we in it?
We will be marching all together on June 27th at 10 a.m. Everybody is invited to march with us.
Yeah, if you want to come,
reach
email
out.
us, nashville@citycast.fm. You can march alongside us. We would love that.
Yes.
Yes, please come.
Looking for a getaway that feels a little more magical than your average hotel stay? Then you have got to check out Ancient Lore Village, tucked away in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Designed to help guests disconnect from everyday life and reconnect with wonder and creativity, it feels like stepping into your own fantasy novel. Think whimsical cottages, scenic woodland trails, chef-crafted meals, fairy dinners, medieval feasts, axe throwing, and immersive themed evenings that make it easy to forget real life for a while. Whether you're an all-out fantasy enthusiast or just looking for a unique girls trip, romantic getaway, or weekend escape, Ancient Lore Village is one of the most unforgettable destinations in Tennessee. And starting June 5th, they've got even more memorable events and experiences lined up for the summer. Book your magical getaway today at ancientlorevillage.com. Looking for the perfect summer night out in Nashville? Don't miss Bluegrass Night at the Hermitage on June 12th, part of the new Roots and Rhythms Americana concert series presented by Wilson Bank and Trust. Doors open at 5 with a special pre-concert ceremony at 6:30 and live music beginning at 7. Hosted by Craig Havikhurst, producer and co-host of the weekly bluegrass show, The Old Fashioned. The evening will feature live performances by Frank Sullivan and Dirty Kitchen and Sickard Hollow. The event will also include a special presentation honoring Ed Snodderly as 2026 Roots and Rhythms Legacy Award recipient. Bring a blanket or lawn chair and enjoy live bluegrass, local food and drinks, and one of the most unique outdoor concert settings in Tennessee. Tickets are $20 for general admission, $10 for Hermitage members, and kids 13 and under get in for free. VIP tickets are also available for $50 and include lounge access, priority seating, a private bar, and more. Bluegrass Night is just the start of the summer-long Roots and Rhythm series at the Hermitage. Get your tickets today at thehermitage.com. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Good news! Yeah!
Great. Thanks, y'all.
Margaret, I'm tossing it to you.
All right. So one of my favorite local indie bookstores is getting bigger. East Nashville's The Bookshop is moving into its own house. It looks so adorable. I love it. And it will nearly triple inside. If you've been into the bookshop, you know it's tiny. It's only 500 and something square feet. Tiny but mighty. I love it. It's great that it's moving to this bigger home. It's going to have a coffee nook. It's going to have a patio. It's still in East Nashville in the McFerrin Park neighborhood, and it hopes to be moved in by the end of the year. You can still shop at their current location.
We're hearing all these stories about small businesses that are struggling locally, and here's one that can afford housing.
Yes. And a bookstore at that. You know, there's a narrative that indie bookstores can't make it. That's being proved false again and again. They can make it. Community does turn out for the books. Nashville loves our bookstores. I'm very happy and proud of the bookshop for being able to, you know, save up and do this. Yeah.
Margaret,
And
you
you
got
have
a book coming out.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Where are you going to host your book launch party? We got to mark our calendars.
Yeah, maybe I will have it
calendars.
at the bookshop. I'll have to, I don't know yet, you know, but that would be great, especially with the patio. And I'd love to have kids come to my book launch because it's a children's book. This is next September for listeners. This is not something I need to plan right now.
Still sooner than the Super Bowl.
That's true. It's sooner, you know, rather than think about the Super Bowl, why don't you think about buying my book that's coming out next year?
Yes. Yes. What other events are going on this weekend?
Well, I'm sure you've all noticed by now, it's CMA Fest. Road closures abound. Don't try to go through downtown to accomplish anything, even on a bicycle. It's bad. If you would like to go into the heart of the madness, however, it's free shows, people. Who doesn't love free live music? So 3 stages I'm going to recommend you check out. They are the Riverfront stage, right? It's the one down the concrete steps leading towards the river. And then at Ascend, there's the Dr. Pepper stage. And then at Walk of Fame Park, there's the Chevy Vibes stage. So here are my highlights at all of those. At Riverfront, Alana Springsteen today at 11:50. She's great. Tomorrow, you want to get there at 4 to see Caitlin Butts and Carter Faith back to back.
Oh,
and
that's
then on
cool.
Sunday, Molly Tuttle at 3:10. If you want to go next door to the Ascend Dr. Pepper stage, folks, at 12:55 p.m. today, Central Time, Grand Ole Opry time, Melissa Etheridge is playing for free.
Wow. That's the name I know.
And then on Sunday, same time, 12:55, Dina Carter is playing for free.
Oh, I'll shave my legs for that.
You will. And then you can stick around after that for Nappy Roots. Plus, my sweet friend Kanan Smith, he had a huge hit like 11 years ago with I Can Love You Like That. Do y'all remember that song?
Yes.
I can love you like that. And then the
Wow.
Chevy Vibes stage, some real wild cards here, including Sister Hazel. They're at 12:05 Saturday. Plus, Kaylee Hammock will be on that stage a few hours later. And then on Sunday, y'all get to the Chevy Vibes stage to check out Drake White and Frankie Ballard, 2 also very sweet men whom I love. I am dating myself in terms of when I was active in the mainstream country music industry, but I do love all those boys. So go see them.
I was at a class at the Y this week, and the teacher was like, CMA Fest is this weekend. And the whole class just moaned.
Well, again, raises money for tiny children to have music instruments. Very good.
I have some friends who are going with their kids, and apparently there's a place in the Music City Center you could go into, and they have kid-friendly activities, just so you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a ticketed activity.
It's
if you wanna
ticketed,
go,
yeah, it's
if you
ticketed.
want to go to Fanfare X, I think is what they're
Yeah,
still calling
that's
it.
what it
That's all
is.
over the Music City Center. And that's where they have like the signings. They also have air conditioning. But I just wanted to highlight the free stuff.
Well, speaking of amazing air conditioning, the Frisk has amazing air conditioning.
It does.
And tickets are half off right now, as well as Cheekwood. Believe it or not, Cheekwood tickets usually are very expensive. But for the weekend, they're $10 only for its community festival, which features live music, food trucks, and their National Landmarks by Rail exhibit, which my mom went to this week. And she did watercolors, like she popped around Cheekwood and was painting. And she said this rail exhibit is outstanding.
That's
So everyone
amazing.
should definitely go check it out.
Well, Margaret, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to head over to the Red Caboose Music Festival. So this is my neighborhood playground, and they have a stage there. And every summer they have live music over there. And on Saturday, starting at 11, they have a magic show. Then later at noon and at 2, the San Rafael Band and Les Kerr and the Bayou Band are playing. There's going to be JD Smokers food truck and kid activities. And of course, there's an amazing playground there for the kids.
I used to play there when I was a kid.
Yes. It's very different now because it was a wooden playground then. And now it's apparently the wood had poisons in it. So they had
That's
to
why
tear it
I'm
down.
right, Margaret.
in it.
That's why I've never been right.
Ow. Well, other free music, obviously, shouting out our friends at Musicians Corner. That continues this weekend. I am pretty psyched that the Nashville Symphony is going to be playing out there tonight. And then Full Moon Pickin' Party got rained out last weekend, so they're having their first kickoff for the season. Also tonight, tickets to that are $25, but this is a Nashville institution, and if y'all have never been, you need to go to there.
And the good news to end on is the fact that Rivergate Mall may be demolished, but the Dillards is still open.
I love that Dillards. They will pry that Dillards from my cold, dead hands. Wait, but wasn't there some meme going around? Was that fake?
Yes.
The sign?
It felt very like Les Mis, with like a blanket with written, it wasn't blood, but it was like spray paint of just like, we're still open. Come see us.
I love that department store. It feels like the 90s to me. Hot 90s summer, go to Dillard's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to go with my grandmother, too, all the time when I was a kid in the 90s.
Hot 90s summer. Yeah. Well, folks, we've come to that time of the episode.
That's right, folks.
It's the time when we get into Hell Nah!
Hell Nah! It's our members only segment, which means it's only for CityCast Nashville neighbors. So if you are not a member right now, pause the episode, go on over to membership.citycast.fm and join today. It's $10 a month or $100 a year. And the biggest perk, truly, I think, Margaret puts together an event email every week that you get an exclusive look at what's happening in Nashville. Also, we have our neighbors only events. We're currently planning something very special.
Very special for Pride, for June for Pride.
That's right, for June for Pride. Yeah. That's coming up.
All that and more. You can't listen to this next segment unless you become a member. So as usual, please press pause. Go join now, membership.citycast.fm. We'll wait. Hey, big news today from 2 to 5 at East Nashville Beer Works. You can come celebrate Summer Fridays with us. We are going to be there working during office hours, our new event every Friday starting today through August 7th. Come join the CityCast Nashville team. CityCast Nashville neighbors get $1 off drafts. Speaking of, hey, shout out to our new member, Zach Y. I know we're going to see ya. Come on down and drink with us, buddy. There will be a sandwich on the menu. It will be secret. You will have to ask for it, but there will be an Italian sandwich on the menu during office hours only. So come see us, eat the mystery sandwich, hang out with us starting today, and then every Friday all summer long. We miss seeing y'all at Fridays by the River, so we invented a new thing.
Shout out Whitney. Brilliant idea. Office hours with CityCast Nashville. This is a great way to find community. So come on by. Let's make some new friends.
Yeah, new friends. Fridays by the Wally. Friends. He'll be there.
All right. Well, everybody have a wonderful weekend and take care of each other. Be careful of the road closures from CMA Fest.
Woo! Love y'all. We did it again. Have a great one. Be safe.
Bye now.
That's all for today here on CityCast Nashville. And don't forget, you can support this show and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Nashville neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. I'm Maurice Cecile Anderson, your new creative producer. Our executive producer is Whitney Pastorak. Our producer this week is Matthew Rogers. Our CityCast Nashville newsletter editor is Margaret Kingsbury with extra support from Natalia Aldana. Our theme music is by Prof Jenkins with additional music by Aman Nadir, Andy Ellison, and Zena Dunford from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell your friends? Rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our CityCast Nashville newsletter. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Toodles!